Now to one historic birth, a new mom and dad sharing their story, which culminated in the birth of their son, thanks to a miracle of science. ABC's Rhiannon Ali has more.
It's a medical milestone in the U.S. For the first time outside a clinical trial, a uterus transplant recipient has delivered a healthy baby.
For us, this is what I feel like I knew that I was supposed to do this.
When Mallory was a teenager, she learned she was born without a uterus and would never be able to biologically carry a child.
My sister's very close, so she'd always said from diagnosis that she was going to be our surrogate for us.
And she was, carrying Mallory and Nick's first daughter.
From the minute she could talk, she was always asking for a sibling. So I feel like our trying to have another one was for her purposes.
Mallory and her husband Nick decided to participate in a program at the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and soon they were accepted.
We were both in shock.
Yeah, I think that's the best way of putting it.
First, Mallory went through a uterus transplant, followed 9 months later by an embryo transplant.
Women's health and reproductive medicine is really about making sure there are options for women. Babies being born is always a special event. But, and I'm using some strong words here, but I think of these as our miracle babies.
I never once thought, like, what if this doesn't work? I knew it would.
More than 2 decades after her diagnosis, Mallory defied the odds, giving birth to her son.
I got to hold him and I was just very overwhelmed that he was actually there and he was healthy.
Rhiannon Ali, ABC News, New York.
The University of Alabama is one of 4 uterus transplant programs in the U.S., the first outside of a clinical research trial. There have only been about 70 transplants globally.